Hello and welcome back to the chaos. I'm Ember, aka Angel, and I'm going to be the very unprofessional camera woman for today because the professional one who did it last time was just there for the first video because we were so nervous, to be honest. So now, as promised, we are going to introduce our guide dogs and one pet dog. And this on the couch is
Ash, aka Trouble, and I promise you I would be the worst camera woman, so she'll do fine. I believe in you, you can do it!
She's saying that because she's completely blind and I'm only visually handicapped, which means the likelihood of me filming the correct person or dog is a bit higher.
A lot higher.
All right, then let's start with your pet dog.
So, this little doggy beside me is called Lulu. She is a former stray, which I adopted more or less I adopted her by coincidence. And now I have her 4 or 5 years. And to go with her introduction, I have a little funny story. When I first got her, maybe 3 or 4 weeks in, Angel and I still lived together in an apartment, and we ordered food from a restaurant which was famous for its delicious lemon cake. She can confirm that this lemon cake was indeed, oh god, anyway, before I get off topic, this lemon cake was really delicious. We ate but couldn't finish all the food, so we left the table to come back later and finish. The cake and the curry was still there. All the doors were open, the table was unguarded, no one was suspecting anything. And a few hours later, when we came back to the table, something changed. The chicken curry was still there, but the lemon cake was completely gone. Like, there was only the paper bag there, which the lemon cake was in. And the culprit, who had stolen it very quietly, very sneakily, slept in her dog bed, contently and with a round stomach. And this was the time I discovered Lulu's unhealthy sweet tooth. So sweets are her weak spot, and I have to be careful not to let any sweets be outside where she could reach it, because she will get it.
And then they will be inside of her.
Yes, and then thankfully she can handle it until now, but yeah. Dog people know sweets not healthy for dogs, and I intend to keep her for a long time and want to keep her healthy for a long time too. So yeah, no sweets for Lulu.
All right, then over to the next dog. This is Edna.
This is Edna. This is my guide dog. Half my brain and the reason I get from A to B. Well, one of the reasons. It's definitely way harder without her. She does an amazing job at guiding me, but it wasn't always like this. She wasn't always the obedient good girl she is today. We had our difficulties at first, and one of those difficulties is a funny story too. So it was the second month I got her. She lived with me then, and it was a Saturday morning in December. I had to go shopping, and I chose a shopping mall, which, big mistake. It was so crowded, and then we had to get on an elevator which was packed. In the elevator, a kid, like a really small one, probably on Edna's height, started complaining that she didn't want to eat her pretzel, and her mom was a little upset because the kid was nagging her to get this pretzel apparently before they got on the elevator. And at first I didn't pay much attention, but a few seconds into the argument, the kid started screeching, like screaming, and the mom was laughing and was like, "See, now the dog got it." And I was like, please tell me there is another dog in this elevator. Spoiler, there wasn't. Edna, while sitting at my side in harness, leaned a little bit forward, very sneakily, and very gently grabbed the pretzel from the kid's hand. The kid was fine, but the pretzel was gone. The mom was very amused. The kid was very upset. I was very embarrassed, but Edna was very happy.
Sneaky, sneaky guide dog.
Definitely.
So, and here we have got Max, my guide dog, who is sleeping on a black mat. So I have no idea if you can even see him a little bit. Because while the other dog decided to lie on an actual dog bed, and we have two more lying around here, he chose the doormat, because why the heck not? Anyway, my story for Max is that when I got Max, the first time he came over, I was super excited, because I was like, oh my gosh, I got a guide dog visiting me at home, and it's going to be my guide dog. Well, if everything turns out all right, but thinking positive. And I kneeled on the floor, opening my arms in excitement in the hopes of getting some doggy cuddles. And he came to me wagging his tail and being super excited too. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's coming over. I'm so happy. And the trainer was in the background. And then he came over, and I was already itching to pet his fur. And he put his mouth?
Yes.
His mouth, I guess, near my head. And I was like, oh, is he going to rub his cheek against mine like a cat? Oh, cute. No. He was just reaching for my piggy tail so he could yank on it, making me squeak in horrification. And Ash laughed very loudly, because apparently the sound I made was very funny.
Yes, it is. It was, and the story still is funny.
Yes, and that are 2 guide dogs and 1 pet dog. And that was Ember, aka Angel, and
Ash, aka Trouble.
thank you again for watching, and you can look forward to Ash solving the puzzle.
Maybe.
It's going to be exciting.